Ever since the assassination of Charlie Kirk that happened on September 10th, we actually witnessed a lot of American citizens and even many around the world coming together, sharing their emotions, really trying to support his family and friends, and really keeping his legacy on point. Now, we know one thing about Charlie Kirk right now is that there are a lot of those within the film industry and different industries out there, by the way, different organizations, or even now in the media that are either trying to mock him, attack him, or lie about Charlie Kirk, and they have done so. And we've seen a latest example here with Jimmy Kimmel on the Jimmy Kimmel Live show via ABC. And essentially what he said is that there are so many American citizens out there right now that he said this, that they're trying to do whatever they can in their power to make it like that the killer wasn't them, wasn't MAGA, or wasn't any kind of person associated with a Trump supporter or anything like that, and that they were just trying to score political points. That's basically what Jimmy Kimmel said, and it really got him in a lot of trouble, not just by Nexstar and Sinclair when they pulled him off the air, but now you have ABC and Disney that are actually taking full-fledged action by taking the Jimmy Kimmel Live show off the air, and different types of programming are already replacing that show. In fact, programming replaced the show just last night. I don't know if you guys noticed that. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new, and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. Now, one thing about Jimmy Kimmel right now is that we already know that not only is he furious with ABC, but he's also losing it with Trump himself, with Trump supporters, and already you can tell that he's trying to play the blame game, he's trying to play the victim card here, and he's most certainly trying to really say that what he said was taken out of context. Let's get into this. Now, one thing about Kimmel is that, yes, he always says inflammatory things out there. However, with the assassination of Charlie Kirk still creating waves of emotions right now and bringing many Americans and those around the world to come together to lend their support to Charlie's family and friends, and even his wife Erica Kirk. However, those in the film industry and even the media have been openly attacking and mocking and lying about Charlie. One of those was Jimmy Kimmel, just recently on his show, mocking Charlie Kirk via ABC, where he just recently canceled and got canceled, not just from Nexstar and Sinclair, but now dropped by ABC/Disney, where his show has been canceled indefinitely. However, recently Kimmel delivered the following in response to what's been going on between his Kirk comments and what happened to his show. As far as I'm concerned, we are dealing with a presidency right now that encourages cancel culture. Make no mistake, but based on what I said, it's something that doesn't deserve any form of cancellation, and Nexstar, Sinclair, and now ABC sadly hold a different opinion on that view. I think the problem now is that we have all gotten way too sensitive to what people say, and I am negotiating on what we can do to resolve this issue. But don't be fooled, everyone. This is cancel culture by definition of what happened to me and my program by Trump and his supporters who take everything that they can out of context. I have been with ABC for many, many years, and I hope they have it in their heart to do the right thing and to let my side of the story be told. And it is something that we are actively discussing. So any fans out there who are sad about my show going away for good, it ain't over till it's over. I am just appalled that there are so many people out there celebrating this, celebrating cancel culture. This is exactly what I mean by how freedom of speech is dying. Freedom of speech is diminishing fast, and we are seeing it right now by Trump and what he has done to the media. I will make sure to keep my fans updated as conversations go along with ABC, and it's something that's going to take a lot of convincing, sadly. It's a very sad day for the media, for me, and many Americans in my show. This is our life right now. If you feel like you are walking on eggshells, then you probably are. Because I sure was. Because look at what happened. Look at what just happened. It's something I will never stay silent about moving forward. They want to silence the media right now. They want to silence everybody. And what happened to my show is actual hard proof of what this presidency is doing and what the entire administration is and has been up to for the past 9 months. Now guys, before I move on here, let me just say one thing about Jimmy Kimmel. I find it actually repulsive that not only did he go on air to say the things that he said about the Charlie Kirk murderer, the guy that assassinated Charlie Kirk, I will never name his name again. We know one thing is that Jimmy Kimmel is basically trying to use that figure and really kind of just politicizing that figure through the eyes of Trump supporters, through the eyes of quote-unquote MAGA, and how he's basically saying that Trump supporters were trying to score political points over the whole Charlie Kirk situation, which is just disgusting. I mean, it just goes to show you how crazy this guy really is. And look, you could say one thing, right? It's one thing for Jimmy Kimmel to say that, okay, whatever. It's another thing, believe me, to say it so short after Charlie Kirk's death, just on the 10th, alright? He's not even in the ground yet. He hasn't even been buried yet. I believe it's on the 21st when he has his actual funeral. And it really just goes to show you how disgusting Jimmy Kimmel is, not just as an entertainer, but also as an actual human being. Really terrible guy, alright? I have no remorse for him with his show getting canceled, and whether or not the show will stay canceled, let me be very clear. You gotta actually listen to the word indefinitely, because ABC put it out there, Nexstar put it out there, that his show is canceled indefinitely, alright? Which means, you know, it could potentially come back, but for the foreseeable future, as it stands right now, it's off. And the market is speaking, by the way. And I think that they're going to see that. And regardless, taking it off the air, even if it's for a week or even for 2 weeks, it's going to blow everything out of rhythm. Because then when you bring the show back, or if you bring the show back, ratings are going to be all out of whack because people are going to have a different schedule. They're going to believe it's gone for good, and you're going to see ratings decline even further for Jimmy Kimmel. So I just don't see how he's going to recover from this anyway, and they may very well see that, and they may very well keep it canceled permanently. Now, he goes on to actually conclude, it just shows how much of a coward Trump really is, he says. It's about time that we open our eyes to what's going on right now in front of us. And I think my fans will understand exactly what we are dealing with right now. This is a power taking away the media, taking away entertainment, and it's not just for television programming. We are seeing what Trump is doing right now with the film industry and his whole stunt with tariffs on the industry in Hollywood. It's sickening. It really is sickening and disgusting. Now look, I know a lot of people out there, alright, are obviously going to view this in a different light. You already have people like Ben Stiller who went on X saying, this is not how to do this. And then he actually silenced all comments, right? He turned comments off. And that really didn't work out too well for him, now did it? And you're going to have more celebrities coming out of the woodwork to back Jimmy Kimmel, to get all angry about ABC. And you know what? Now that they cancel Jimmy Kimmel, they might as well just cancel The View while they're at it and just completely overhaul all these different projects and just put on new ones. But one thing is for certain right now is that Jimmy Kimmel is sobbing. He's playing the blame game. He's scapegoating. He's playing the victim card. He's trying to do whatever he can to gain any form of sympathy from either Trump supporters or non-Trump supporters, people that may not even be political, anybody out there, to really get his show back on the air. And you know what, guys? I won't be all that shocked if ABC actually does cave and puts it back on the air. We'll have to wait and see. But from where I'm standing, guys, it's not looking good for Jimmy Kimmel right now on both ends here. Overall, I would love to hear what everyone has to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.